It's a crazy story. So my dream first was to be a soccer player. I was here alone by myself, and I have hard time sleeping. Like 5 week, I never sleep. Like I sleep
Curious, how
like,
long did it take you to kind of get the English language down?
and he wouldn't allow me to train with other guys. Like, oh, you have to be in the team.
All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with Marion Santos. How we doing, my man?
Good, good. Thank you for the invite, man. And I really appreciate it. I'm excited, and yeah, let's go.
Let's go, is right. And man, talk to us a little bit more about kind of how you got into fighting, and talk to us a little bit more about that.
So, my dream first was to be a soccer player, and I was 12, and I was always watching Anderson Silva fight and Lyoto, guys like that. But my dream was to be a soccer player, and I got an injury on my toe, and it was a big thing. I got a lot of stitches on it. I don't know if I kicked a glass or something like that, but I opened up my toe really bad, and I okay, I'm gonna do something that I can use my hands. So a friend of mine invited me to go train Muay Thai, and he said you can use your hands, and let's go. You can use your feet, but you use more your shin, not your foot. And I was like, okay, let's go. And then I start to train, and I just fell in love with it, and here I am today, brother.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome, and I'm glad that we're seeing you training and in the cage. And with your toe injury and stuff, I mean, does that happen to like limit you at all when you're training or anything like that? Does it bother you in fights? Talk to us more about
No,
that.
no, like today is nothing. Before I was like always trying to kick a ball, so my toe would bleed all the time, and it was very recent. So I was like, oh man, I have to stop playing soccer. But today I can play soccer. I can. Sometimes I go with my friends and play a little bit just for fun, but it doesn't bother me at all, and I can kick. I can do everything.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, man. And back in like 2023, you were actually booked against Sean Woodson, actually for the UFC, but then that fight ended up getting canceled. Are you able to talk to us more about that cancellation and maybe your thoughts about that fight?
Yeah, yeah, man, it's a crazy story. So I was here in the US with uh, my other coach that he's not my coach anymore, and this guy's crazy. Anyways, and I was here in the US. He brought me, and he said that he would take care of me and things like that. But I was here alone by myself, and he wouldn't let me train at other gyms like Extreme. He would tell you can't train at Extreme, but you can have a coach. So like, that's not good. And he wouldn't like train me at all. He wouldn't coach me at all. So I was very sad. I went back to Brazil, and he said, "Okay, we have a fight for you, but you know, my visa. I had my visa, everything, but I didn't have the stamp on my passport. So if I came when I came to the US, I was here like a tourist, not like with work visa. So that was the problem. Like I knew it, but he said, "No, no, let's fight. You work, let's go." So I was flying. I was in the middle of the air, no internet, no nothing, and I just got the notification on my email, but I couldn't open. But I saw like your flight got canceled due to visa issues and things like that, but I couldn't open. So we landed on Nashville, and I figured out, oh, I'm not fighting, and I was like, bro, what? So I was there. I was like super sad, but God's plan. And about the fight, I think that was a really good matchup for me because he's tall and he has like very thin legs, and I like to kick a lot. Um, and I also have a good ground game. So I was already thinking I'm gonna kick his legs like for 3 rounds, and that was my game plan. But I was very worried about my weight. I was like 170 with 3 days to fight. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But God knows everything. I went back to Brazil, and that was a thing that made me like not be with this team anymore. So I went back to Brazil, and then I was like, okay, here I don't have nothing. So I came back to the US with work visa. Like I can fight. That's why I went to Tough. So everything worked out, and yeah, man. I didn't go to the UFC, but I got to Tough, so I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah, no, we're definitely happy to have you on Tough. That's for sure, man. And with Brazil, I mean, what's maybe some of the coolest things about Brazil for maybe somebody that's never been there before?
Man, it's a beautiful place to go. Like uh, good sights. You can visit the beach and have some fun. You have always to like watch because it's a dangerous place too. Like you can be robbed at any time, but just if you go to the wrong places, like from where I am, I'm from the favelas. You know what that means, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you go there, you're in trouble. But if you go to like some places like where they do the UFC, for example, it's a good place to go. And man, it's beautiful. The weather, it's nice. Like here in Vegas right now, man, it's so hot. Jesus Christ, I miss Brazil uh, because of that. But the weather's nice. People are super nice. If they know like is that you are a tourist, they will be very nice with you. They will try to speak English, and yeah, it's a good place to go, and I recommend to everyone to go there and visit for a couple of days.
Yeah, yeah, no, Brazil definitely sounds like a cool place. But you mentioned with Brazil maybe having like maybe have to watch your back at certain things. Have you ever been in like any street fights or anything like that in Brazil, or just like in general?
No, I'm a cool guy, so if I go something's going on, I'm already leaving the place. When I was young, like I was 12, 11, I would fight with like my friends. Like we would play soccer, and it would be a fall, and we'll just start throwing punches at each other, but nothing serious. I'm a guy that likes to stay home, so I never been like robbed or anything like that.
Well, good. That's definitely important, man. And obviously, outside of the cage, I mean, what else do you typically like to do when you're not in the cage fighting?
Man, when I'm not in the cage, I like to watch anime. I like to play guitar. I like to play video games. Um, I like to watch movies too. General, I like to be home. Like stay in my bed all day, read. I've been reading a lot recently, and yeah, that's what I like to do. I'm the type of guy that like to stay home.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. You mentioned video games. What kind of video games do you play?
Man, I like to play FIFA a lot. That's my favorite game, and also I like to play like shooting games, things like that. Also games with long stories like Resident Evil, for example. I
Nice.
like to play those games. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. What do you play on? What console or like laptop? Like, what do you typically use?
So my wife just gave me uh, a PS5. My birthday was June 10th last month, and she gave me a PS5. So I've been playing a lot. I'm playing Resident Evil a lot and FIFA with some friends from Brazil.
That's awesome. I have a PS5 as well too, so that's definitely cool that you're playing on that. And
Let's
you also
go.
mentioned,
Let's play, brother. Let's play
hey
together.
man, after the show, I'll shoot you my information. We should definitely play. I think it'd be a lot of fun, especially the shooting games. I'm really into those. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like to play shooting games. I'm not too good, but I like to play. So you would probably beat me every time, but let's go.
No, no, we could team up. You know what I mean? We could be on the same team. We could get people
Ah,
together.
that's good.
Yeah, man. And you mentioned you've been reading a lot. I mean, what do you typically like to read?
So I'm reading a book that it's about sleep. The name is Why We Sleep. It's the science behind sleep and the things that benefits you. So I'm trying to learn because I have hard time sleeping. Like I'm every day I wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom like 2 to 3 times, and I'm trying to learn like everything. How can I adjust my sleep about the benefits of going to bed every day the same time and waking up the same time? uh, like, and I'm learning that sleep heals your body, helps you with your focus to memorize things, even like strikes techniques that you're trying to learn. It helps you with that. So I'm trying to learn about that. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's definitely pretty cool. Now, when it comes to like fight week and stuff, like I'm assuming because you mentioned you have issues sleeping, like do you have like even more issues like when you're trying to sleep, like during fight week or anything like that?
Man, fight week, I never sleep. Like I sleep like 2 to 3 hours, and I'm awake for 2 hours, 3 hours, and then I go to bed again, and I'm trying to sleep. And for example, if I'm going to wake up like 7, I get to sleep like 6:30. And that's
Wow.
it. Man, it's a fight week. It's a nightmare. But I'm trying to learn how to like how can I improve that. So that's why I bought this book, and I'm sure that for my next fight, I will get a little bit more of sleep. I know that the last day I can't sleep at all because I'm thirsty and I'm hungry, but my goal is to just stay without sleep one day. So I'm trying. I'm trying to learn.
I gotcha. No, that definitely makes sense, man. And you know, with movies and stuff, you like to watch them as well too. What's maybe some of your favorite movies that you've watched?
Man, I like to watch everything like action, like horror. Also, I like to watch drama. My wife, she loves these gay movies, like romance, things like that. But yeah, I watch everything. A lot of like Disney movies, like Finding Nemo, things like that. I love those.
There you go. That's definitely some cool stuff, man. And what about music, man? What do you typically like to listen to?
Man, I listen to everything. Like, uh, I like to listen. Like in Brazil, we have like pagode. I don't know. It's like the thing that people dance a lot. So I like to listen to that. Like funk. I like to listen to pop, like rap, everything, everything.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense, man. And with you speaking English, I mean, I'm assuming English is maybe your second language.
Yeah, yeah. It's my second language. I'm still learning. So
No, you're
yeah.
sounding good, man. I was just asking because I was curious. How long did it take you to kind of get the English language down?
So because of games and movies and series, since I was like I was always curious about learning English because I think it's a beautiful language. And since I was in Brazil, like I would always watch everything in English, play everything in English. And I did like six months of English course, but everything that I saw there, it was what I already knew about English. So when I came here to the US, I learned a lot too. So yeah, that's how I learned. Move English series and living here in the US.
That's incredible. No, man, that's definitely awesome. Like I said, you sound great. I was just curious, you know what I mean? Because I tried to do like some Spanish classes and stuff in high school. It was definitely tough for me, and I couldn't get it down. So I was just more curious of how long it kind of took you to get everything down. Because you sound great, man. Keep it up.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Of
Yeah,
course.
for in Spanish, like I have a lot of friends that talk Spanish because Portuguese and Spanish are very similar.
Hmm.
And man, it's hard for me Spanish. Like I know that I can learn, but sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna just focus on my English because my goal is to have like American accent, sounds like everything perfect, you know. So I'm gonna focus on my English, and maybe next year I will learn Spanish.
That'd be awesome, man. That would definitely be pretty cool if you get that down too. And you know, man, with you in the gym, I mean, what's maybe some of your favorite memories that you maybe had in the gym training?
Man, in the gym, I just love to train everything, especially sparring. Like I love to spar, not like crazy sparring, like technical sparring. I just love that. And talking about that right now, I'm loving even more because I'm learning how to train, how to properly spar. Because in Brazil, I will go to gym and Monday to Friday spar every single day hard, like super hard. And I would do that, and my mindset was like I have to be the toughest guy here. If I give up here, I'm gonna give up in the fight. And when I got to the US, I learned, and I'm still learning a lot of things, how to train smart. So that's it. But my favorite training, my favorite memories in the gym, for sure, are the sparring sessions.
That's awesome. No, sparring is always fun, man. And you know, with your fights, do you ever happen to like watch them back after you're all said and done with your fights?
Yes, man, I watch it like over and over again every day for 1 month. And man, I like to see what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. I like to see when I'm hitting the guy and he's reacting. I like to see everything. My wife always talk with me like, you are sick because you watch your fights like 1,000 times in a day. But I know that you already heard about other fighters saying that they do the same. So we are all crazy. But I love to watch my fights. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. What's maybe your favorite fight that you like to watch?
My favorite fight that I like to watch is for sure my last one, because behind like the scenes, everything, I was going through a lot, and see that I was able to perform like that. Like I was very calm. I was able to follow the strategy even though I wasn't well prepared. I didn't know that I could do like 1 round, and I did three with a good cardio. So my last fight in LFA last year is my favorite.
That's awesome. And with you fighting for LFA, I mean, how did you like fighting for the promotion and how they kind of treat you? Talk to us more about LFA.
Man, they are awesome. I fought there twice. I lost one and I won one, and they are awesome with me. I don't have nothing to complain about them. Everything they do, it's good. And it was cool for me, like see fight in an organization that I saw another champions fight, like Alex Pereira, guys like that. They all fought in LFA. So it was a great experience, and I knew that fighting there, I would be in the right path. So it was great.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. And you mentioned with that one loss, it was against Dan Argueta, who was also on the Ultimate Fighter as well too. I mean, how do you think that fight made you kind of grow, like mentally and also like kind of I guess physically as well too with your skills?
Man, that fight, I think, like, of course, we like to win, but I think that fight was the most important fight of my life, because that fight teach me so much. Like, first of all, I'm too big for 135. That was the first lesson. And that fight taught me that I couldn't be with the team that I was anymore. because the other coach. So here's the story. We were like the other team had girls in the UFC like Carol Rosa, Denise, Jessica Andrade, girls in the UFC, and it was a good team for girls. And I was there too. And in Brazil, we had a lot of men to train, but here when I came, it was just me, and he wouldn't allow me to train with other guys. Like, oh, you have to be in the team. If you're not in the team, you're not loyal. I brought you to the US, so you have to follow everything that I say. All those bullshit. And when I was training for them, I had 5 weeks. I was 175, and he said, "Oh, we have this chance, and let's go like 5 weeks." And I was like, you think you can do? I can do that?" And my coach said, "Oh, yes, you can do that. Let's go." So I was training during these 5 weeks. My train was run and hit bags, and not hit bags to like improve my skills, just to lose weight. And he wouldn't like he didn't help me with money because I was paying my rent and everything. I was working at the same time. Today I'm still working, but like for a fight like that, I think if I was in his place, I would like, okay, rest for now, just train. You have a big fight coming. If you go to after this one, you go to the UFC, so just rest. I can help you, but he didn't do that, and I was just cutting weight, running, hitting bags. And when I was training with someone, I was training with the girls. They are all my friends, like Jessica, Carol, Denise. They are all my friends, but I already told him like they are not trained for me, and he said, "No, no. If you just have the right mindset, you can win. Just defend the takedowns and strike." So my train was to like prepare my mind. Okay, I gotta defend takedowns, but I wasn't improving my skills. I wasn't like improving what I had to improve. Right. So during these 5 weeks, I went to extreme 2 times. That's it, and that was my camp. So I knew that, like, okay, this is gonna be tough. I know this guy is well prepared. He has like a whole team behind him, but let's go. I can do that. So I faced the reality. The reality, like, you can't go to a fight like that, to a main event, without training right. So that fight teach me so many things, and teach me about my coach too, that I had to kick him out and move forward. And that was it. After the fight, me and Dan, we talked a lot. He came to Vegas. He wasn't able to train with me because he had surgery on his shoulder at the time, but he brought a friend, and his friend was teaching me wrestling, like things about my fight with him. This friend was teaching me, and it was great. And when I was about to go to the Ultimate Fighter, I text him and I say, "Hey man, what the tip that you have to me? Because I'm going there, and you are veteran on the Ultimate Fighter." And he said a lot of things to me. So that fight taught me a lot, and also made me like know a great person. So I'm glad for this fight. This loss wasn't a loss for me.
Wow, that's incredible. That's definitely really cool that Dan did that for you. I definitely didn't know that. And you mentioned you're working and stuff. I mean, what do you do for work?
There's this tour company that goes like to Grand Canyon and far places, beautiful places, and I work washing the vans like every day. At night, I go there and I wash the vans, and it's not super hard, and it's every night, so it's good that it doesn't mess up with my schedule. I can train like morning, afternoon, so that's it. Sometimes I do food delivery when I need to have like a little bit more of money to pay my bills. But right now I'm just focusing on training because I want to be in the best shape of my life, and I'm working every night. So but that's it. That's my work.
I like it. I like it. That's awesome, man. And I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for 6 years now. I've been training for 19 years. So I love martial arts and love what I do, man. And with all the different guys I have in my gym, what advice would you give to them to keep on coming into the gym and to keep on getting better and better every day?
Man, the advice that I give today is like, don't give up. Like, listen to good people, to people that have lived uh, the real life of what is a real fighter. Like, don't listen to people that never stepped on the gym or in the cage, and just keep going, man. Never give up. It's not easy, but nothing in life is easy. Everything that you try to succeed, it will be hard. So never give up. Keep going. Listen to the right people and keep going. That's it.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a solid message. You got to make sure you find a coach that you can trust. And man, speaking of messages, I mean, what's maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
My final message is, guys, follow me. I will be UFC champion. I will be the best fighter in the world, and I truly believe that. And to be honest, maybe one day I can fight, I can lose, but I will never quit. And I know that I'm gonna come back stronger, and I'm gonna be the best. Like, I came from nothing. I came for a poor family, but I'm here. And guys, that's it. And if you have a dream, never give up. If you have a person that is trying to destroy your dreams, don't listen to them. Stay away from these people and keep going. So that's it, guys. That's my message for you.
I love that message, man. And like I said, I actually found you on Twitter and everything because you said you're going to be a UFC champion. So I love the confidence that you have, and we're definitely looking forward to what's next with you. And thank you so much for coming on the show. It means a lot to me, my man.
Man, thank you. Thank you for the invite. I will be down to do it a couple more times. So just text me and let's go.
Yeah, yeah, no, we'll have to definitely do another one. I'm glad you're interested in doing it, and hopefully next time we do it, like I mentioned, I just got shoulder surgery on Monday, so I'm sitting in my bed. I got the ice pack on and everything. So hopefully next time we'll be back in the studio. We'll have a better setting. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll make sure I shoot my PlayStation name to you. Maybe we could play those games together too if you got some free time.
Let's go, brother. Heal up and let's play. Please go
Yes.
easy with me. I'm still learning how to play.
Like I said, I'll help you out. We'll try to be teammates as much as we can. And again, man, thank you so much for coming on. It means a lot. And like I said, best of luck. We're rooting for you, my man.
All right, thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.